Hey, good morning, everybody. I think it's daily vlog number 4. Anyways, it's Saturday, and I got a story to tell. I know I need to say something. Anyhow, let's just get into it. I'm trying to process and put all the words together, so that I can form the idea and tell you, but still kind of show restraint and not lead you all the way down the rabbit hole yet. But boundaries. I think it's harder for a man this day and age to implement his boundaries and tell a woman, I have limits and I have things that I wish not to do right away or on your time. I have to do things on my time. You see me, I went through a transition, and I am actively preparing myself to announce to everyone exactly what has been transpiring with me. But on the journey of healing and becoming self-aware, I learned a few things about my relationship that I did not really have good control over. I walked into a situation with someone and I didn't have a plan of action together, nor did I try to build one. It kind of just was like, oh, we're gonna freestyle. Here's the thing with freestyling. One thing life has taught me is this. Most times, men are solution oriented and we try to think with logic when evaluating a relationship. Not true. A man will more than likely cheat and deal with another woman on the side, but that doesn't mean that he's going to just run away from that situation. Normally they run from the situations because it just seems to be overall a little bit more therapeutic and less toxic in the situation they were currently in, and because the communication did not yield the results because people were probably still speaking from an emotional state. Things never really got addressed and you stonewall each other. Well, what I'm coming to learn is obviously stonewalling is not the way, and that relationships, they are just a monster in itself, and it really takes discipline and daily devotion to your relationship in order to sustain it. It's like having a refrigerator and not maintaining it. You have to pull the refrigerator out. You gotta clean, you gotta get the dust up. You gotta make sure that, it has the necessary things it needs to function, or it will give up on you. And when it give up on you, usually you have to replace it and get a brand new one. And unfortunately, that's what relationships are related to, in my opinion. If you don't put the work in to help make sure that you foster that type of relationship with someone, and you actively are looking with a checklist, then guess what? You're gonna run into problems. And those problems I ran into. So moving forward, anytime I'm in a situation with anyone, I have rules and regulations. So I established my boundaries. I said this is what I'm good with, and yet and still, the irony of the situation is, women speak from emotion and men speak from logic, and the two, they don't always mesh unless the man's able to see the emotional state of the woman and the woman's able to see the logic, and yet we can take these little breadcrumbs and we can put it together and be like, okay, this is our cheesecake apple streusel pie and this works for us. This might not work for you, but this works for us. So on the road of developing a partnership, if anyone take heed and wants to hear me out, you have to have, you have to know your likes and dislikes. You can't just freestyle it. You have to address it, and then you have to be okay with communicating in the sense of not being defensive. Anytime someone's defensive is bad. I dealt with an Aries, and no matter what I said to them, the way they perceived everything was negative. But I dealt with an Aries who was a therapist, and we had the best relationship. So know your boundaries, know your limits, and enjoy your day. To the next vlog, peace.